So, Matt Webster here at the Winmau World Masters draw. First of all, what do you make of the draw of some of the big C's with their draws? What do you make of it?
Yeah, do you know what? It's obviously there's still some spots to be filled. It's a bit of a mixed draw, isn't it? As obviously Luke Littler kicking things off against Magda Decker. Tricky match from Luke Humphries, defending champ, against Dave Chisnell. Fjan against Ryan Joyce as well. So it's some decent ties. Obviously, until we get the qualifiers through to really complete the draw, you can't really map it out. But look, it's an exciting tournament. I like the format. The quick sets, the quick fire sets, and it was a real success 12 months ago, and I'm sure it will be again.
And so Luke Littler, he's mentioned a lot about wanting this one. It's one he hasn't got. From Mike the Decker, and he sees that draw, what do you think he's going for his mind? Is it a bit of a free hit for him?
Yeah, yes and no. It's a free hit. You've got to go here, but it's again, you've got to look. If I can find the form that had sort of the back end of 2024 when he won that Grand Prix, he should have beat Luke Littler at the Grand Slam. Find that firm. Well, this short format, you might have a chance, but there's some fragility with Mike the Decker at the minute. The World Champions really hurting. I think he's released an article this week and he spoke openly. They had to mute sort of everything on social media, get yourself out of that World Championship bubble. But I imagine he's been practicing hard. Mike's a good player, he's a good guy. And look, that's the draw he's got. He's got to go with it now, but it will be tough for him.
Similar for Dave Chisnell, Luke Humphries, reigning champion. He's had a bit of a tough time as well. What do you think he's thinking?
Do you know what? I think Dave will be like, it's time to hit reset. And he's a top performer, and he got so high up in the rankings by beating players like Luke. He's got to start doing that again. But he's got to find some form, some consistency. Obviously, he missed out the Grand Prix he gave, and Dave has never missed major tournaments. The Grand Slam, okay. But generally, if it's relied on your ranking, Dave's always done enough to get there. So that's the challenge this year. He's got to keep his head above water and start building the form back up. It's a tough task for Dave. But again, I keep churning out that quick format. That will favour Dave in the open round here, Luke Humphries. And then Luke will be all too aware of what a threat Dave is.
Qualifier-wise, who have you tipped? There's a few big names who come back on the tour this year. If you would be looking to make a major early doors, who have you tipped?
In terms of the qualifiers in the draw? Or
the ones to qualify on Wednesday?
Yeah, do you know what? It's hard again to see get through. I've loved to see Bo Greaves get through. I'm really friendly with Joe Cullen, so I'd like him to get through and just sort of get going again. You know, obviously, there's a proper player in there, and I like watching him play. But the qualifiers is a lottery, isn't it? And it's a huge opportunity for someone who just want to talk hard to put themselves on the TV sort of a month after. So I really like the qualifiers on Wednesday. They're tough. They're really hard to get through. When you get through, you've got a bit of bounce. Sometimes a qualifier happens, the tournament doesn't happen for 3 weeks after. You then bounce into the next day, so you can carry on. So it's a very exciting few days. But yeah, once the draw pieces together, there'll be some strong names that come through that section. There'll be some players you've not really seen before, but that's the beauty of it.
So on Bo Greaves, you mentioned there, she had a lot of hype around her at the World Championship, didn't go her way quite, and there's people talking potentially Premier League shouts even before the World Championship. So what do you think she's making of it? She does make it. What are we getting for her mind?
Do you know what? It's the start of a new project for her, isn't it? She's now on the main tour, and it kicks off with the World Masters qualifiers, and there's a lot for her to play for now. I think she was very unlucky at the World Championship. Darryl Gooden took out some big shots, some big clutch finishing. Darryl, fair play. It was a proper game. She played well and can hold her head high. That there'll be a lot of focus on her, particularly in the qualifiers. She's got a real opportunity. She's such a good player. She can hit high averages, and I wouldn't be gobsmacked if she came through that draw. The qualifiers, sorry.
Yeah. And on the Premier League as well, coming up, you've played in the Premier League before. What do you make of the format at the moment? Do you think it's good how it is? Do you think it could do with another?
There's always arguments. There's probably time for a tweak soon. Mm-hmm. To be fair, the PDC don't generally stand still. They do listen, and I think they'll have a little look at it this year, see how it goes. But it's successful in terms of if you're an audience member, you're watching a mini tournament. But I get people want a different format, maybe just to include a few more players as well. I like the fact, I wish there was room for a couple more. I'm split with the Danny this year, so I wish they were extended this year so Danny could have come in. But yeah, I'm sure that'll get tweaked. At the minute, I enjoy it. It's watching the best players in the world battle out week in, week out. I know you see some repeat matchups, but when you see the best players on form playing each other, it's really good to watch.
Yeah, you and Winmau both said that you thought Bunting potentially a little bit fortunate. What do you think? How do you think he's going to do this year? What are your predictions for the league in general?
Do you know, I think Stephen will find it tough again, but he's got a bit of determination about him. He did well last year, not in the big events at the back end of the year, he's fresh in memory. So I fully was a little fortunate. But at the same time, I understand why he's there. He's a good player, Stephen. And I don't like a player playing in the Premier League and having a bad run and not getting another crack the year after when you've done okay. But yeah, he's going to have to perform better than he had the back end of the year. The beginning of the year was really good. He ran a lot of tournaments last year, Stephen, a couple on Euro Tour. There's some big major events at the back end. He knew he didn't do enough. He needs to start well at the Premier League because see what happened last year. He got on a rut, couldn't find points, left himself too much to do. He's going to find it tough.
So on your prediction for the go, real Ben Humphries?
Yeah, Littler Humphries, I think Sham, I don't know with that fourth spot. And I'm leaning towards Michael, but I think Josh will really enjoy the format. And you can't ignore, I know Johnny's not in his form's a little different, but now he's in the Premier League, he's really relaxed, always gets to the top four. I think it's going to be really tight. It's going to be tough to pick. I do think the two Roots and Sham will make it. Give me some time in that fourth one.
Just on Johnny there, last from me. In terms of Van Dien, probably had a little bit to prove when he went to the World Series because he's got his first Clayton's been recruited. Do you think he's going to see the World Masters a bit, chance to go, right, I've got to show once again why I'm in the Premier League? That's not in his mind. No, for Johnny.
For Johnny, sorry. Yeah, Johnny, yes and no. I think he got relaxed. I think he was tense the back end of the year. And I know he'd have been pacing up and down because he didn't get the call. He was in the Premier League to really throw to the announcement. So he is obsessed with playing in it. He likes it. He's vocal about it. If you asked him now, he'd agree with me. He went to the World Championship to get in the Premier League. Yes, he wanted to win it, but the main goal was to get in the Premier League. Got there now. He knows he's going to be playing 16, hopefully 17 weeks. I think he'll play some good darts now. I think he'll be a little bit more relaxed. Even at the Masters this weekend, he'll be like, okay, even though I don't have the best of runs, I've got the Premier League in the background, but he's going to be busy this year, Johnny. I think that's key for Johnny. He's not a big practicer. He's playing week in, week out. It's only going to benefit. And I think he'll have another solid year. And if he doesn't make the top four in the Premier League, he'll be a pest to some players, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.